need, and I want to just say a few words about John. First off, the need. Currently in the United States, there are about 3,000 children who are on dialysis. In 1973, our Congress decided to pass a law that allowed anyone who's a U.S. citizen who had end-stage renal failure to be eligible for Medicare. So that meant that the medical needs, in terms of a lot of the payment, gets covered for these children. But the one thing that's left out, and that's really where GutsGear comes in, is their emotional needs and their spiritual needs. That really isn't covered. And it's very, very difficult for these children to adapt to dialysis. And I really want to thank you for doing what you're doing, because that's really the mission, and you do a wonderful job. The second thing I wanted to talk about was John Cook. I met John when he was 2 days old. He was a character then. And John had been diagnosed as having a very rare form of hereditary kidney disease, autosomal recessive polycystic kidney disease. As I look back, you know, John had 3 kidney transplants, and he had multiple sessions of dialysis. I really don't think that John ever had a day that was totally normal, that he could say he felt really well on any particular day. Most of us are healthy. We don't have chronic illness. We get influenza. 2 or 3 days later, we're back to our usual state of health. That isn't the case with John or with children who have chronic kidney disease. Despite the wonderful support that John had from his family, John had a difficult time. He didn't complain, but he had a very difficult time. It was very difficult because he didn't feel well, and because of his illness, he had a number of cosmetic changes. You know, he was very short, and he had lots of effects from a number of the medicines that he was taking. So I think John, you know, may have had difficulty fitting in as a normal childhood. And to illustrate it, I was just thinking back about one instance, and John was on dialysis and he was having a birthday. And I said to him, I said, "John, are you going to have a birthday party?" He said, "Oh, yes." And I said, "Well, John, who are you going to invite to your birthday party?" And he pointed to a patient who was sitting next to her. His name was David. And David was actually a Pearl Harbor survivor. So David was significantly older than John. And he said, "David's my best friend." And that, I think, illustrated, you know, how difficult it is for children to adapt and to be on dialysis. And I just want to thank you for what you do and your whole movement. And I just, on behalf of the medical community and the pediatric nephrologists out there, thank you very much, Mary.